running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, let's get set.
I got you.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. White.
On second down, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
13.
Hey, mark the screen.
Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 8.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously with the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Breeze. Bryant has it. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
At the 46-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the cover.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
47's the mic. 47.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve. Watch the 2.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180. I got you. 21. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. A nice pickup on 1st down. 7 yards.
Okay.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack it. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
A give to Kamara running right. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
You're good, you're good.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the keeper, it's Breeze.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Toss play, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hatch it. Check. Hey, easy. Here we go.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hey, kill! Hey, easy.
Watch twins.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 5-9.
57, come on.
Come on, D.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. White.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 47.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Lets it go for Nelson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. J.J. Nelson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
80 weapons. Oh, 2. Easy, opposite.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Ready. 5-8. 54. Watch twist. 12. Let's kill.
Rush in.
Over.
Shit.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter,
Here we go.
turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
At the 16-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Check 9, check 9. 12, 12. Check 3. Hey, come on, man.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
David Onyemata brought him down. First and goal, San Francisco.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. On third down, a run from Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Go, go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Check 31, check 31. Switch, switch, switch.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end.